What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday. Let's hump on the hump day. Let's get the humping in here. Hey, keep it clean here, fella. Won't be any humping on this show. God damn it. All right. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, May 24th, 2023. Thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. We just went over 1,800 subscribers the other day. Really appreciate that from you guys. You are killing it. I really would love to get to 2,000 before the season starts. Even before fall camp would be ideal, but then we're really going to put the hammer down. Once the season starts, we're going to be all over the place, doing more live streams and giving you a ton of content. If you want a ton of members-only content, you know what you should do? Click that join button while you're watching this video. Join the TBC Friends group, and you'll get a ton of recruiting content that is, we're going to do a live stream that is only for members. Okay. It's only $6 a month. It's worth it. Trust me, you're going to get so much stuff. Hell, you get a free t-shirt from the buckeyecast.com. Go check out the shop. There's dozens and dozens of different styles. They're all tri-blend shirts. I love them. But you get a free t-shirt. So right there, that's like freaking $40 value in itself. Then, you hang around for the members only videos and the recruiting stuff. So check it out. Appreciate you. That's all the sales pitching today. Today, we're talking defensive recruiting updates. We got some updates on some defensive players. I'm going to run through all the position groups, where we stand, how many we have, who we need, who we're targeting, and stuff like that. So first of all, though, like we always say, bad news first, right? Bad news first. So Steve Wiltfong from 24/7 put in a crystal ball for KJ Bolden to Georgia last week. And so that's not great. Wiltfong's usually pretty dialed in. But KJ, I mean, we know he's Perry Eliano's cousin. Not sure it's going to matter in this case. It's tough to get 5 stars out of Georgia, or at least out of the South. They go to Georgia or Alabama, especially on defense. He does still have his visits set up. He hasn't canceled any visits. And he hasn't committed. So let's just, maybe pull back on the stick there. Clemson, he's visiting June 2nd to the 4th. Georgia, June 9th to the 11th. Ohio State, June 16th to the 18th. And Bama, June 23rd to the 25th. He has a fall visit set up with Auburn, September 30th and October 1st as well. Now, Buckeyes would love to get him back on campus for a game day experience, early in the fall, ideally, right before it gets cold, But as long as he doesn't start canceling visits, especially to Ohio State, we still got some faith that Perry Eliano can pull this out. It's going to take a lot of work, but I don't know. Maybe lean on the kid as a birthday party. I don't know. Talk to his parents. Do something. So, anyways, that's where we stand with KJ Bolden. You're going to see the Buckeyes putting out some offers now to some other guys and maybe pursuing some other guys I'll get into here in this episode. They're going to pursue more guys because of this KJ Bolden news. It's not looking great. So we're going to have to go after some other safeties. We need 3 in this class. So you're going to see some other names that become more prominent in this recruiting cycle because it's already official visit season coming up here in June. So we're getting a little late in the cycle. You can't start offering dudes in the middle of their senior year and expect them to be serious about your school. It's very, very rare. So anyways, let's kick it off with defensive ends. We'll start there with the big boys up front. It's currently at 0 commits. Our targets are Dylan Stewart, Edric Houston, Marquise Lightfoot, Darian Mayo, Elias Rudolph, and Nigel Smith. LJ has a great chance here to redeem himself from the 2023 class where he missed out on 3 big 5 stars. So you can totally redeem yourself, Coach Johnson. So we're in a strong position for Stewart and Dylan Stewart and Edric Houston. We're in really good position. We just got to maintain and then lock it up, right? You lock it up, Coach Jay. Both those guys are 5 stars. Stewart and Houston. So we need at least one of these guys. I asked for 2 last year. All right. That was very unrealistic of me. So I'm going to dial it back. 1 5-star. I'll be happy with 1 5-star edge rusher in this class. The rest can be 4 stars. I'll accept it. So that's where we're at. D ends. D tackles, none committed either. Again, Coach Johnson's department. Remaining targets, Justin Scott, not very realistic. Jaden Jackson, Sean Seviano Jr. is a recent offer. Justin Scott is obviously the crown jewel, but I don't expect him to be a Buckeye. He was leaning Irish before he paused, put his commitment or his recruitment on pause, and so we'll see. I think Miami is kind of the lean there, so going to be difficult to get him. But Jaden Jackson is a Buckeye lean in my book, and Sean Seviano Jr. has been talking really excited about the Ohio State Buckeyes, and he's got a visit scheduled for June 2nd. So he's the one that had like 22 sacks last season as a junior. So in high school, right up here in Clearwater. So those are the 2 must gets in my opinion, and they're going to be putting out some more offers to some more D tackles here. Larry likes to play it slow. He wants to probably see some senior tape, so you could get some offers into the season going out to some D tackles. But again, in my book, that's a little late. But what are we going to do? It's Larry. Larry is Larry. Let's talk linebacker. We got Garrett Stover, Peyton Pierce. So 2 commitments, the only commitments on the whole goddamn defense. So targets, we have tons of targets here. Sammy Brown, the 5-star. Kingston Villamahuasa, Edwin Spillman, Nicholas Rodriguez, Booker Pickett Jr. So you got Stover and Peyton Pierce are heavily recruiting Villamahuasa and Spillman. Rodriguez has an early June visit scheduled to the Buckeyes, and he's coming up here with his teammate Jordan Lyle. While there's, we're not sure about Booker Pickett Jr., Ryan Pickett's nephew. Is he a linebacker or an edge? He's only like 200 pounds, but he's tall, like 6'4", 6'5". So does he play edge or outside linebacker? You don't know what you're getting there exactly. It really depends on how he's utilized as a senior in high school and what kind of weight he puts on, right? So we'll see what happens there. I really like Villamahuasa, the linebacker out of St. John's Bosco. And Spillman is in Tennessee, but he's got crystal balls to Tennessee right now. So Nicholas Rodriguez, we haven't talked a lot about, and we'll focus more on linebackers in the future on our recruiting updates. So we'll go more in depth on him and see how likely he is to be a Buckeye. But let's move on to corners. 0 commits there either. It's really fucking frustrating talking about defensive recruiting. Targets, everybody. Yeah. Bryce West, Aaron Scott, Miles Lockhart, Xavier Brown, Corey Gibson, Kobe Black, Coffee Black, Dakota Fields, and Ryan Nichols. So we've talked about these guys quite a bit lately. The top priorities are keeping Bryce West and Aaron Scott in Ohio. Number 1 priority, keeping both of those guys home, right? West already is a Buckeye lean, in my opinion. He goes to Glenville, and Teddy Sr. has him wait that shit out, and so we probably will get a late summer, early August commitment from West. I'm thinking July though. Miles Lockhart from Arizona, strong Buckeye lean. I got him committing on July 6th. Who else here? Xavier Brown. Got him out of Mater Dei. Yeah, pretty sure he's a Mater Dei guy out in L.A. I got him as a Buckeye lean. Remember, he traveled to Columbus twice on his own dime back in April. Came once with a group from Cali, and then came back a few days later with his mom within that 10-day period. So big deal. He grew up a Buckeye fan. I think he is a Buckeye lean right now. But then you get into national guys, other national guys like higher ranked guys, Orion Gibson, Coffee Black, and Dakota Fields. They all seem to be leaning towards other schools right now. So, but getting any one of those at an additional corner, it would be huge. I got Miles Lockhart as a slot corner, and then Bryce West, Aaron Scott, your outside corners. So if we could get one of these guys from Texas, like Gibson, Black, that would be huge. That would be a big, big get for Tim Walton and much needed. All right, let's finish up with safeties. We talked about KJ Bolden. Then you got Peyton Woodyard from St. John Bosco. Then you got Jordan Johnson-Rubel, Reggie Powers, Zaquan Patterson, Vabu Toure, and Jacob Good. So we got the crystal balls for Bolden to Georgia right now. One, I should say. Woodyard is a Georgia commit currently, but if they get Bolden, they already have a couple safeties in this class. So, are you going to want, if you're Woodyard or even KJ Bolden, do you want to go in there with an already loaded safety room? How many can you freaking play? So Woodyard has an official visit in June. He'll be making his second trip to OSU since committing to the Bulldogs in January. So he is visiting twice in the last 6 months. Reggie Powers is a Buckeye lean, just a matter of when they're ready to take him. Jordan Johnson-Rubel is visiting OSU in June for the second time. And for Patterson, Toure, and Good, we have no visits scheduled for them yet. So, again, watch what they do, not what they say. A lot of guys like to talk big about a school, but then never show up on campus. So they do say they're interested, though. So we'll see. How interested are you? Anyway, so I got for you today. Don't forget, hit the join button. Join the TBC members, TBC Friends membership through YouTube, and we'll get in there and have some fun and stuff. Yeah, that's it. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what's on your mind. What are you thinking? And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.